Hello, it's Sunday, November 27th, and I'm Emily Douglas. This is your MaxiForex Week in Review. Today, we'll cover some of the major events of the past week and discuss how they impact the global currency markets. Today, we'll cover some of the major events of the past week and discuss how they impact the global currency markets. The euro decreased for a fourth week as Germany struggled with its bond auction, indicating that the European debt crisis is starting to affect more fiscally stable nations of the Eurozone. Last week, the euro reached a 7-week low against the US dollar after Italian and German bond auctions failed to meet expectations. Yields on 2-year Italian bonds rose to new highs even though the European Central Bank purchased Italian debt in an attempt to curb its rise. German Chancellor Angela Merkel failed to endorse the calls for a Eurozone joint borrowing area and rejected calls for an increased role for the European Central Bank to fight the debt crisis. Speaking on November 24th at a press conference with French President Nicolas Sarkozy and Italian Prime Minister Mario Monti, Merkel stated that Eurobonds would lead to a convergence of interest rates in the Eurozone. The euro traded mixed last week and on Friday was trading at 132.36, which is a decrease of 0.82%. On Friday, the British pound reached a 7-week low against the US dollar, affected by a weakness in the euro and concerned that European leaders are failing to tackle the European debt crisis. Investors sold currencies viewed as risky for the safety of the highly liquid US dollar. The sterling was last seen trading at 154.36, which is a decrease of 0.36%. The Canadian dollar declined for a second week as increasing borrowing costs in the largest Eurozone countries indicate that debt crisis is becoming more difficult to contain. This is weakening the appeal of assets linked to growth, and the Canadian dollar reached its lowest level against the US dollar in almost 2 months. The Canadian dollar was last seen trading at 104.63, which is a decrease of 0.03%. In commodities, crude oil rose as France called for a European embargo on crude supplies from Iran, amidst heightened concern that Middle East tensions will disrupt oil supply. Oil was last seen trading at 96.77, which is an increase of 0.62%. Gold traders are more bullish. However, gold fell last Friday under pressure from weakness in the euro, even though holdings of gold in exchange-traded funds reached a new record high. Gold was trading last Friday at 1,680.23, which is a decrease of 0.84%. Well, that's all the time we have for today. I hope you've enjoyed this week's review and that you'll join us again next week. Until then, be sure to visit us at MaxiForex.ru for all your online trading needs. For MaxiForex, I'm Emily Douglas. Good luck and happy trading.